Yeah, I know. It's been a long day. Got a few leaks in the smoke, but we have pretty good smoke. We're slow now, but I can speed up. Got the chuff. I had the sounds, I tested them earlier and they were fine. You get up to about half throttle, everything just seems to level out. You got a lot of smoke, and the boards seem to cool down. They all seem to be happier, about 50%. The chuff sound just can't keep up with that pulse rate. Don't know what I can do about it. I'll work on it a little bit. Got to get a little better smoke at the lower RPMs, seems. When you go fast, it really puts it out, you know. We got to limit that somehow. 7.25, 7.25 volts at full speed. When you come back down here, it drops what you want it to do because you got a slower fan, but you got to maintain the heat. You got to maintain temperature. I think it's dropping too much. It's dropping to 5.5, 5.4. Yeah. So it's almost 2 volts. So we got to keep it a little more. Oh, it's leaking. So maybe I plugged those leaks. That would help it out too, I guess. Now you can hear the chuff a little better. Speaker has an open baffle. Sounds better when it's closed and sealed. We'll work on that. We got everything going pretty much the way we think it will. The boards are warm, but they're not screaming hot. And heat sinks seem to be helping. I got a little not quite clear what's wrong with this battery charger. It seems to not work like I think it should. So I have a different brand. That's what this one is. It's what I just called a green one. I got a red one and I got a tiny one. So I'm going to try the tiny one. That was working pretty good on my other setup. So I'm going to switch that out. So I think we got the smoke going good. We got the infrared working great. I dialed that baby in. That was fun. And the rectifiers, I think I'm going to look for maybe a bigger one. I don't know. They get warm. We got 6 amps out of this old dog. But it needs to be beefy. So I want to make sure we got plenty of headroom here. So you can see we can go up quite a bit if we had to. Well, this board's not all the way down. It's got to be down to this level here. This board is sticking out a little bit. We had a foam issue and it runs into stuff down there, so I got to work on that. But all in all, progress. Right now, it's a fine-tuned detail stuff. You know, got more heat sinks on here. This guy's running a lot cooler than it was. I had it cranked up for some reason, but it's doing much better. See, now the smoke has really cut back, and we should have more. 4.8. We should have more than that, and I don't know how to. I know how to crank it up, but I'm not sure I want to. We'll work it out. Let's see. Yeah, we'll work it out. I'm not too worried about it. That's it. As soon as you breathe on something, it takes off on that. It's hard to adjust this dang thing when everything's moving on you. See, now that damn thing is reacting nicely. I got it at the 5.15 volts, just a few turns. So I'm able to dial this thing in. So I can crank that up and get what I need, low speed, and still have the high speed right there waiting for us. So I'm not worried. Comes right up 5.9, which it should. I just put oil in it, so I know it's not low on oil. Like I said, I may want to get in there and take it apart and check it out, make sure nothing's moved on the housing is fine. It's not at all warm. I mean, it's warm, but it's not hot by any stretch. Rolling road gets a little jumpy on me. Okay, I'll call that quits. This is where we are. And I'll take a big risk here. Steam whistle. So all those sounds are in here. I even have more sounds. but it's going to take me a while to figure out the mechanism to make them work. I do have a plan. Andy and I have been working on it, so don't be surprised, okay? All right, gang, Sunday night, I'm fried. A lot of progress, and it's still smoking for us the way we want, so I'm not too worried. Oh yeah, when you crank up the volts there, went right up to 7. That's the other thing on low voltage. It's a little hard to get what you need. And you can see I'm leaking around there and there, so I got to tighten that up so that all the smoke comes up the shaft, not stuck in the... And that also means maybe I got a block inside here. I got to run some wire down there and make sure I'm not blocking anything. Oh yeah. If you block off the inlet, that really shuts it down. Pretty neat. It's getting there. I'm gonna beef up that piece. I put some I-beams in there and stuff. We're gonna make it nice. It'll be nice. This is a test piece I've been making for weeks to just keep cutting and pasting and doing, and then when I'm done, I'll take it over and make a CAD file of it. Then we'll be fine. Okay, that's it. Gotta run. Later.